It sucked every time I dropped off the kids. I would get in the car and drive away, and immediately heartbreak would come. Immediately that darkness would overtake me. Immediately I'd be stressed and frustrated and lonely and wishing that they could stay. Maybe you understand it. Maybe you've experienced it. Maybe you're experiencing it right now. I want to encourage you, that was many years ago, but I made it through. I get that silent feeling when you come home to an empty house after having a weekend of fun and of excitement and of hugs and of making food and of playing games and of taking walks and of enjoying time with your family and the ones you love the most, only to have that empty house. I get it. Feels like a cavern. All of a sudden, you're in a different state of mind. You went from this high to this low in a matter of seconds. Most of the time, soon as you drive away, I get it. I get the pain. And I also want to encourage you, there's a way to reframe it. There's a way to take control of those emotions. There's a way to realize that you're not a victim. Take some time to comfort yourself, but also realize this could be an opportunity. I know this is going to sound strange. It took me over a year of drop-off and pickups for me to finally realize it's not good for me to be this sad, to be this depressed, to be this full of angst every 2 weeks and then let that happen for the next 3 or 4 days. So I took control of it. I realized that, they're not with me, so that gives me a time to work on things that I want to work on, to work on my self-care, my self-preservation, to work on hobbies and things that I want to do. I established and started this coaching business as a result of realizing I can't sit and stew in my own sorrow. Can't sit in that sorrow. I need to move in it. I need to learn from it. I need to capitalize on it. I need to utilize the time to do something productive with my mind. I want to encourage you, utilize the time that you have, that instead of causing yourself grief and misery, choose to take that time as an opportunity to do things you might not have been able to do in the past and make it a positive thing. Usually on Saturday night, knowing that I only had 1 day left, I would already start to feel down. But instead, I started to turn it around and say, okay, I'm going to embrace these moments. I'm going to love my kids. We're going to have a great next day. And then when I come home, I'll take the 10 minutes to feel a little sorrow. But ultimately, I'm going to take the time to go, okay, now it's time to work. That's what's going to happen. And it worked. After a while, I started to realize I'm going to be present with my kids and present with myself afterwards. Instead of, oh, this is so bad, I started to think, okay, this is part of life. My kids are okay. I'm okay. Now let's get busy.